Good afternoon, family, and welcome back to Godspeed, where we provide you a weekly market overview for the Lexus LC500 and other Lexus models. On tonight's episode, let's dive into the best deals on the market. With over 242 options that are available to us, guys, there are definitely several great grabs out here. So as usual, I pulled three of these to highlight in my intro just to make sure if you're in the market for an LC500, you absolutely don't miss these. So let's go over to the left first with our 2021 LC500. We've got an L certified clean one owner convertible, 22,000 miles and under $83,000. Are you kidding me, guys? I feel like every week we're talking about the convertibles. We're talking about the 21s because, like I've told you, this is where we're seeing the most exceptional reductions, right? And this is nonetheless a great example of that because last time we met, I think this vehicle was at 85. It's dropped about $2,000 in price, coming in at 82,997. Atomic silver, black interior, drop top. I don't need to say anything more on that. That's a tremendous opportunity. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the lowest L certified clean convertible, lowest price on the market. So if you're looking for a convertible, absolutely take a look at that one. Now let's switch gears over to our more affordable option. We've got the 2018 LC500. This one's got the white exterior, black interior, another clean one owner, 27,152 miles, coming in at right under $67,000 at 66,888. Great option right there, guys. It does have the glass rooftop if you're interested. Does not have the 21 option wheels, but and this one does not have the Alcantara interior. But again, I think this is a tremendous opportunity. If we don't get a chance to look at this one in the larger review, I did see a little bit of damage to the driver's side rear, so definitely take a look at that if you plan on exploring that vehicle further. Okay. And then tonight, guys, I got to talk about this vehicle. It's been in our previews or our overviews several times as we watch the price drop on this one. But Atomic Silver, this has got the best setup in my opinion. I love this exterior color. Obviously, we got the 21-inch wheels on this one. But when we go to the inside, we've got that circuit red interior. We've got a glass top, 19,251 miles, L certified, one owner. Guys, 2021 under $80,000. This is a first. So if you're looking for a 21 but a hard top, save yourself $3,000. You've got this option to absolutely take a look at. All right, family, I really want to thank everyone for the support on our new segment that we dropped this week, Project LC500. I've definitely had fun this week rolling several of those videos out and participating in a lot of great discussions in the chats. I've got a really fun spring promo video that I'll be dropping this weekend. Hope you all enjoy that one. And once the weather gets good enough, I've got to shoot a promo showcasing the current setup after a slight coilover adjustment, which I really think to help dial in that LC500 F-Sport look that I'm going for. So, fam, we got several amazing options I want to share with you this evening. So let's get this weekend kicked into full gear. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's go. All right, fam, let's take a look and see how the market is going to close out for the end of April. This is that lowest convertible that we talked about in the intro video. And again, I'm saying I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I do want to showcase, this car. I mean, it's L certified, the black interior, atomic silver, 21. Love this. I mean, it's a beautiful car. And like I said, this is absolutely, I did confirm, this is the lowest price convertible on the market, especially given that it's L certified, one owner, 22,000 miles. I mean, let's look at this thing. Even if let's talk about a little purchasing power here, right? Obviously they've decreased the price quite a bit, $7,000. but it's been at the dealership for almost 40 days. Okay. This weekend will be a heck of a weekend to pull the trigger on this thing, because if I'm not mistaken, these dealers still have their end of month taxes and all that nonsense that they got to pay. Or they just have to pay whatever that re-up finance charge is to that they didn't sell the vehicle. So, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but if I'm not mistaken, I recall having that discussion with a dealer here locally when he was trying to sell me a vehicle, and he incentivized me if I wanted to pull the trigger right before that process took place, he'd drop off, a couple $100 off the vehicle. So definitely think this is, something to absolutely, take a look at if you're in that convertible market. We've got another one here, and this is interesting because we're talking about a $1,100 difference in this 21 versus the other one. Both of them certified, right? But this one's got 1,668 thousand miles on it, right? Basically under 1,700 miles. The reality is the one next to it is exactly the same, low miles, higher price, and this one's a 22. Each of us are going to have our own specs, and for some of us, having those extremely low miles makes the difference. For others of us, not so much. And I'll be honest too, the life that vehicle has lived in 1,700 miles versus 2,300 miles is going to differ. If it was babied, loved on, and protected, with the owner's dear life, then you're going to see a lot less wear and tear from those vehicles than you are someone who maybe didn't drive this vehicle like the unicorn that it really is, right? So we've got another option here. This is a 2021. This one's got extremely low miles on it. Carfax one owner. This is that I think that's that night mica. But what I do like about this one is obviously it's got that additional carbon fiber Lexus OEM spoiler, which is absolutely amazing. Interestingly enough, the 20-inch wheels on this one looks really good. I know it's not the infamous 21s, but I really like this one. Love that interior. This one doesn't look to have the Alcantara in it either, but I'm not going to ding it for that because, like I told you guys before, seeing this leather option in person is much more impressive than the videos. So definitely a beautiful vehicle here. Coming in at $84,000. Again, they've dropped the price on this one about $5,300. We have got 41 days on the market, so that's a little bit of selling power, or buying power, I should say, to anybody interested in that vehicle as well. Some convertibles here. Again, higher price points on those. I mean, look at this puppy, 21 white, 91,000, 4,000 miles on it. 4,000 miles. I mean, that's practically brand new, right? Oh gosh, red interior, black top, white car, 21s. Yeah. It's funny. You can look at the wheels and tell a lot about how your LC500 has been treated. I mean, you guys have seen me take videos and do walk-arounds on 22 year models, and gosh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know these things will rust up a little bit once they've been out in the weather, but I don't know if you got a wheel that is in immaculate shape, that kind of tells me a lot about the life of this vehicle. But that's a great option at 91 with those fewer miles on it, right? Love that. Here's a 2020, $86,888. A couple more $90,000 options. We are seeing the 2020s drop in price. If we get to it, I'll absolutely showcase one that I've had my eye on and watching it drop in price. It's a beautiful option. It's got some nice looking aftermarket wheels on it. But talking about those 18s, right? So a little bit of update on the 2018s. So family, if you're in the market for a 2018 and looking for the best price, right, we definitely seen those increase over the last week. And by price, I mean we were literally seeing some really solid options in the low 60s. But now a lot more of those 2018s are kind of hovering in the mid to high 60s, right? And so this is, well, I'll be honest with you, that's not as much evidence of it, but it shows that, here we are looking back again at 18 model options in the 72,000s, and just about a month ago, we were kind of dinging any 2018s for that price point, for the very reason that we have right here, which is a 19 for 73. And that's really where we were seeing the 19s price point start to come in. So, you know, something to keep an eye on. Right, here's another 19 at 72. So it's kind of interesting that the 18s are going up in price a little bit, but we're seeing a little greater decrease on, you know, some of the 19s, 20s, and obviously 21s. So we talked up a couple options right here. So here's that one that I showcased in the actual market review. Really like this option. I mean, you know, this is a great offering for someone. It is in California, so if you're on the East Coast, this is going to definitely be something you'd have to fly to and even arrange for a shipment to get it out to you, because driving 2,000 miles if you're in Atlanta, that might be a bit of a stretch. But beautiful car, like I told you guys in the intro video. Right, here's that little bitty damage or ding to the back. I got to double check and see if it's a Lexus dealership. If it is, then more than likely they'll repair that for you before you pick it up. But, you know, it's got those 20-inch options. Love the aftermarket Pirellis, though. You definitely get a thumbs up for that. Black interior, not the Alcantara, but 27,000 miles. I think this is a glass top. Yep, glass top on this guy. And again, I know if you're listening to me, it's like, wait a minute, why is he bragging about the glass tops? You know, the carbon fiber is the more expensive option, and that's absolutely true. But, you know, personally, and this is going to really boil down to your preference, but I love this vehicle, but I've sat in the glass top and the carbon fiber top, and as much as I love carbon fiber, I'll just trade a little bit of carbon fiber for the ability to get a little extra sun in that cockpit. But again, that's going to be based on everybody's preference, and I respect your preference for your vehicle. Here's a $62,000 option, $48,000. This is black on red interior. We've got a little bit higher miles coming in at 46,000 on this one. Let's see this one's got an accident on it, 3 previous owners. So, you know, hate to sound preachy, but, you know, like I always say, you know, unless you're purchasing from a Lexus dealer, definitely use your local Lexus dealership to do the 200-point inspection on a vehicle. Costs you $200 today, but it can save you a lot of headache and a lot of money down the road. And of course, check your Carfaxes and do all that stuff. Like I told you guys, I do a lot of my searching from Car Gurus, but if you want the free Carfax, you know, head over to Auto Traders, and you know they typically provide the free Carfax in their tool. So definitely take a look at those. Here's that 2020 that I was talking to you guys about that I've been looking at. I mean, this one's just, you know, a really solid option. Love the exterior color, obviously. You know, I love the wheels on this. Obviously, you know, we've seen a plethora of aftermarket wheel options, some more tasteful than others. But this one is really a tasteful addition. I think the silver on the inside, if they weren't literally color matched to the silver on the car, they absolutely look super close to it. But this is a great option. Got your red interior. Don't think this one's Alcantara. Nope. But love that one. And glass top on this one. Let's see. Get there. Okay, it's not going to tell us. So if that is a carbon fiber, then that would be a great option for those looking for the carbon fiber. But either way, 32,000 miles on this guy, coming in at $73,000, $4,800 below market. I mean, we've seen this one drop over the weeks. It's been on the dealership for 57 days. Prices went down by a total of $8 grand, which is why it's in, you know, this edition of our best values on the market review. But I definitely think, I mean, you're coming up on 2 months on this guy. I mean, if you know, clean title, 0 accidents, 1 owner. This is a broker, but I think you absolutely have some purchasing power if you go in there and say, listen, I got my own financing, I'm ready to go, or you just, you know, come in strong financially. All right, we've got here's another 2020 option. Let's look at this one because it's a dark. Oh, this is the nori green. Actually, it doesn't look. That's funny, boy. That nori green in this photo looks a little bit more darker, but this is absolutely gorgeous. Love this one, and I know we've got a few folks on the channel who are looking for nori green, and this one looks impeccable. Gosh. Yeah, I love the Michelins on there. Again, you remember how we were talking earlier? You can tell a lot about a vehicle. And don't get me wrong, I know people clean cars before they take pictures. But look at the backs, the inside barrel of the wheel. You know, again, I'm not professing to be a professional on this stuff, but in my experience, I've been looking at these LC500s since they hit the market, and I've been doing my own personal reviews now for about 3 years. And when I see a vehicle where the barrels are clean like this right here, typically a detailer is not going to take that much effort just to list it. It's one of those little small details that folks will miss. Yeah, this is a great telltale sign of just potentially the condition of this vehicle. Now, here, I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't seen this color except once before. I literally forgot about it. And I got to say, I love that brown color. I'm curious as to why Lexus didn't go with a darker, sorry, I'm trying to get back to the color. I'm curious as to why Lexus didn't go with a darker color like this right here versus the toasted caramel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like this color that's in this Tory green, or do you like the toasted caramel over this color? I definitely love this color on this nori green. I mean, I called it Tory earlier. Sorry, guys. But I love this color combo. That's actually, I don't think I've seen this pairing in a long time. So that's a great option. $75,000, 880, 33,000 miles. Okay, that's the bespoke saddle tan. There you go. Okay, that's hot. Love that. Let's see. Yep, clean title, no damage. All right, guys. You looking for a nori green one? I think that's not a bad option. How long has it been on the market? 25 days. So I think you hadn't had any price changes. So you know what? That could, I think. Listen, 25 days on the market, no price changes. You're ready for a price change. So that's an option. A little bit of leverage if you're looking at that one. Man, I'm impressed by that. That's a beautiful one. All right. So guys, on the last episode, we talked a little bit about summer conditions on these Lexus LC500s. And to be honest with you, not just them, right? But I told you all the last review that my experience with vehicles, not just the LC500, but particularly the luxury, sport, and convertible markets, tend to see a little bit of a price hike or at least a bump because of the sheer supply and demand, you know what I'm saying, of that summer, the summer season, right? I mean, people, you want to pull something nice out of the garage. You want to go on a nice date and something that looks pretty. And, convertibles, people want to be sporty when they step out. So you traditionally will see a little bit of a hike. I think we absolutely get into that season no later than mid to late May, right? So, just to consider that if you're looking to purchase a vehicle in the next few weeks, you might want to take into consideration that we're probably going to see a slight hike in prices just to adjust for those, potential summer higher sales volumes. Now, I'll be honest with you, the only thing that I believe that would change this normal pattern is if we really see some negative headwinds from the financial sector, right? So if we start hearing more aggressive talks of a recession, or we even, get a greater list of inventory on these models. We're at 242. The last 30 days ago, we were hovering in that high 100. In a spike would be like low 200. So to be at almost 250, I mean, if we were to get to about 275, 300, you got to know that could potentially, cause prices to soften up a bit for the summer. So, hey, I don't have a crystal ball on this, so I guess we'll all have to kind of wait and see. But just want to put that out there if you are considering on pulling the trigger here in the next several weeks, right? Definitely keep that in mind. Here's some more great, convertible options, right? Certified pre-owned, 85,000, 24,000 miles, $91,000 for a black on red, 19,000 miles. Here's an 18 with 22,000 miles for 71. That looks like what is that, another nori green? No, that's black. It's just nice and dark, right? That's a 2020 option for $82,000. We've seen a lot of price change in I think we had two of them out here at this particular dealer last week. We actually talked through them. They dropped the prices a bit more. Definitely feels like they're motivated. So if you are looking at a one of the the infrared options, then definitely keep your eye on this one, because it feels like week over week they drop the price on this one. So it's definitely stay on that. All right, team. Look, family, I want to say how much I appreciate the community that we're building here, right? If I can be of any support whatsoever, don't hesitate to ask me. Also, if you're a Lexus LC500 owner, or you just purchased your Lexus LC500, let us share in that celebration with you, right? Send me a short video or a collection of photos, whichever you prefer, and I will absolutely give you a spotlight moment on the show, okay? Well, listen, everyone, I hope you have a tremendous weekend. Love you all. Please be safe, and we will see you back next weekend for another market review. Like I said earlier, keep an eye out this weekend. I'm going to drop that spring promo that I hope you guys like. Other than that, family, we will see you guys next week. Godspeed.